Well, of course I can pay you. Yes. It'll only take about 7 to 8 working days. Low fees of about $5 per transaction. And of course, if you want to send it internationally, it's going to cost you a low fee of $15. Yeah, I mean, if you use crypto like me, it's probably going to be under 10 minutes, completely free. And I don't really care if you use me or not, because I'm decentralized. I'm not one guy. Cryptocurrency payment processes, They're so much faster, close to zero fees. It's about time we explored this. I'm going to go through the options on the market and weigh up what's best. Don't be fooled though, there is still people trying to make a quick buck as middlemen, even though Bitcoin itself is a free payment processor. But overall, there is some good stuff out there. Now, real quick, why would you want to use a crypto payment processor? What's wrong with the traditional payment rails? Well, let's have a look. Firstly, they're slow. For me to get my paycheck, it takes about 8 days from when I've sent the money, open up my email, I click accept before it shows up in my account over a week later. Secondly, they cost the merchant a lot of money. Interchange fees from credit cards are quite expensive, according to the McKinsey Global Payments Report. 15% of the world's merchants account for about 2.4% of the USA's GDP. 15%. What a waste of money. Then there's accessibility. 5 to 7 million people in the USA don't have access to banking. And then there's billions of people around the world who also don't have access to banking. So for example, right now I'm sending some money to an old friend in Kenya. It's just a mission. I have to use Western Union. They charge a huge fee, and then they don't even give him the money. I've sent him money twice and it gets rejected by Western Union. You have to call them up and be like, why is this rejected? They don't even have a reason for you. They send the payment through again and he has to walk all the way back to the closest Western Union building and take out the money. It's also kind of risky. He's got to walk to a physical place, and get cash out, which means that I can only send a little bit of money at a time. I can't send a decent amount of money because it could get lost or stolen. For us in the West, you can just send as much money as you want because it would be protected inside of a bank account. And then back to the US, there's about 15 million people that are weakly banked, as in not strongly banked, which means they have a costly access to the banking system. And then lastly, there's freedom. Business owners know all too well that PayPal is an absolute tyrant when it comes to holding your funds in a completely immutable way. Working with decentralized finance, or DeFi, we don't have to be under the thumb of these centralized companies. We can just operate peer-to-peer, and people aren't going to come through and just shut things down with no reason at all. Let's have a look at an example. So the creator of Tor browser had his PayPal account shut down with absolutely no explanations. Now, I'm not saying that banning people is a bad thing. You need to ban some illicit activity, but PayPal needs a transparency report. Right now, they can just do what they want when they want with no absolute reason. So why would you accept cryptocurrency instead of fiat? Well, you're going to avoid credit card fees. You're going to avoid fraudulent or arbitrary chargebacks. It's faster, much faster for international customers. And compared to traditional finance, 36 to 48 hours, or in my case, 7 days, because I'm all the way out here in New Zealand, cryptocurrency can be done in just under 2 hours. So let's have a look at the different payment processor options. So the first crypto payment processor to look at is Opennode. Quite easy to set up and intuitive. Right here, you have the little dashboard with just how much money you've earned. As you can see, I am completely rolling in it. It's pretty easy to set up, but I can't show you exactly how it works as I'm not the admin of my store. But all you need to do is go into developers on the left-hand side. And if you're using Shopify, just hit this here. You'll have to use a two-factor authentication, which I'll just do now. And then you'll get this Shopify key. Then you'll just need to copy that, hit install Shopify, and you'll install this payment provider. And if you just go down to settings, to payments. So as you can see, I'm not the admin of this store, but if you were the admin, it would be a lot easier. All that you need to do is just click choose alternative payment method and then put in Opennode and just then copy and paste that key. And then you will actually see Opennode in the cart. But we'll show you the cart in just a second. I also want to touch on Coinbase Commerce. Similar sort of setup here. You've got your dashboard, very intuitive, integrates with Coinbase. the exchange. As you can see, I don't have any payments yet. So you can create an API, or you can also create a donation or a product. Those are really easy. You just click check, sell a product, write in the name, description, and the price, put a product image in, and then you'll have a product that you can link to on your page, or you can embed in your liquid. Then you'll see how much you've got, see all of the payments you've received. And if you just want to set this up, you go to settings and then just reveal your API key, and you copy that into the clipboard, and you'll go back here, choose alternative payment, type in Coinbase, and it will come up. And we'll be able to see both of these in the Debutify merch store. So let's just get this shirt right in the cart. And then we can see both of those in the Debutify merch store. So let's have a look at Opennode. And then you see this beautiful QR code for on-chain, or the new Bitcoin network, the Lightning Network. But you would just copy this, pop it into your wallet. You would just go to Bitcoin, hit send. And there you go, you can just send it in there, 32.19, and you would be ready to go. Now let's go back and see the Coinbase Commerce. And then you can just use your Coinbase Commerce wallet to send money here. You can actually pick which cryptocurrency you want to send, so that's the bonus of using Coinbase. With Opennode, you will have to send exactly the right cryptocurrency, but with Coinbase, it is a little bit more intuitive. However, you are limited to these cryptocurrencies. If you were to use, your own wallet, then you could exchange any cryptocurrency that you have into Bitcoin and then send it, and you'd be great. And then there is also utrust. We can't use utrust with Shopify in the United States. So if you're outside of the United States, utrust is a great tool to use. So we have a test store that we can have a look at for Shopify. Just put one of these products in the cart. And then we can have utrust as well. And then you get to choose which currency you can use, and you're ready to go. So if you have a mobile wallet, just go into Bitcoin, and you can hit send, and just hit the QR code button. See, it's already done. Nice work. So you can just pull that right up to there, and you'll have the address. And that's really quite simple. And then there's also a manual solution with unstoppable domains. That's just unstoppabledomains.com, not sponsored. So you can actually just take your domain and put it on your website. You can convert your crypto address into a short form word or phrase. Mine is straight path. And then you can just put that on your website, and people can copy that into their Bitcoin wallet, and they can just send you as much BTC as they want. Obviously, you'd want to have the BTC correlate with your price of the product. And then you're going to need to have an automation system to let you know that you've received a payment. And then that automation system can go a step further to alert your fulfillment system like DSs or a 3PL. So that's kind of the drawback of the manual solution. It's pretty much unfeasible without an integration to a fulfillment center. That being said, the crypto space is really taking off right now, and we have companies making supply chain tools that will help e-commerce explode. So you can check out VeChain and Morpheus blockchain, which are adding transparency and tracking to supply chain management. I believe that these two companies and others will soon integrate a product fulfillment system right into online stores using cryptocurrencies and blockchain, which will make orders faster, more transparent, and bring lower fees. Even as I speak right now, you can scan a QR code on products that burns right onto the blockchain, which means it can't be tampered with or changed. Man, exciting times. Man, I am such a nerd. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. See ya.